Another day, another basement build. It's a one-woman show over here.
All I do is wake up, work, go to sleep,
wake up, work, sleep, wake up, work, go to sleep,
wake up, work, go to sleep.
Hey, and welcome to Steph Time. My name is Stephanie, and this is Steph's house. I'm sure you can tell that we're doing a little bit of a different project today. Now let's get into that, because before we break ground on this demo and build of my future office, I wanted to share with you guys a little bit about why we bought this house. If you watched my living room makeover video, you know that my husband and I bought this house in May of 2023. So privileged to be able to own a home at all in these trying times. We bought this house knowing that we were going to have to build out some spaces down here for the house to really feel complete. While the upstairs was completely redone, taken down to the studs, new everything, the square footage is just over 1,000 square feet, and with me needing more space to be able to draft patterns and put fabric on the ground and cut it and use my projector, there just wasn't enough space upstairs. So with that in mind, we knew that we were gonna have to do this pretty quickly.
Do you know you have 30 minutes?
So I'm so excited to share with you guys the process of making these dreams come to fruition. If you want to follow along, there will be quite a few videos going into the details of everything we did for the basement and what we still have left to do. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. And in order to jump into this project, we actually need to go back in time. All right, so we're going to do a sort of empty house tour. As you can see, we brought some stuff in already, but this is all before we do anything. So I wanted to show you guys what the space looks like, so that you can see how much has changed as we do projects. And welcome to the basement. All right, this is how it looked on day one. And this room will be phase 2 of the basement renovation project. I'm very excited, but let's talk about my future office because we're about to walk into it. And as you can see, it's already a bit dingy. The floors are pretty nasty. The walls were very dirty. There were a couple of leaks. The wood panels were not the vibe, and there were spiders everywhere. But luckily, this wall right here is a non-load bearing wall. So yeah, we're gonna knock it down and combine it with another spot in the basement, hopefully adding a little bit more light and a little bit more space. So taking one last look, that wall straight ahead is the other side of this wall. So it's going, and we're adding a door and a window to the space, hopefully. So let's take a look at our mock-up to see what's in store. All right, this is a little sneak peek at phase 2 of the basement build. So definitely subscribe if you're not, if you wanna follow along. But let's talk about this closet right here, because this is taking up space of the room I just showed you. We're pushing back my office and creating a hallway and adding 2 doors, one to my office and one to Alex's workshop. Now this is the idea of the layout for my future office. Should be really spacious, should hopefully have a ceiling, which is not pictured here, but yeah, this is the idea. So let's get to demo. Alex? Oh my gosh. Wow. Nice. Wow. And once he started, he did not stop. Alex was working like every single day until the demo was done. He said he had a lot of fun, so I let him do his thing, and he made sure to reclaim as much wood as possible to use later in the project, which we definitely did, so that was awesome to be able to reuse some of that. Now the wood paneling gots to go, so Alex tore out all of the wood paneling, and he got to reuse some of it later in the project. So we love a reduce, reuse, recycle. And yeah, Alex just kept knocking down walls, tearing down drywall, doing the thing, took out this vent that was going nowhere and was hooked up to nothing. The thing Alex was looking forward to most during this whole demo process was literally punching a hole in the wall. So enjoy this cathartic moment. A very crucial but not that exciting part of the build was applying dry lock on all of the concrete walls. Now this is going to help prevent any leaks or any moisture coming from outside inside. So we applied 2 coats in every nook and cranny of this wall, and this is something we're going to do for the entire basement as well.
Howdy y'all, it's Alex, Steph's self-proclaimed handyman husband, and here I am installing a door with my dad. He came down for a few days, helped us out, it was incredible, love you dad. And it turns out doors are much harder than you think. We had to use a lot of shims to get it to close right, it was hitting in spots, it kind of sucked, but we figured it out. Before that, we had to install that big old piece of wood above the door. It's called a header, don't ask me why. But I do know it supports the weight of the house on top of the door. We had to jack up the whole house and then put it back down on that. It was scary. It was scary, but we did it. And here we are working on the framing for the closet. As Steph said, we pushed the wall back so you can see the existing wall and now the new wall that's slowly coming up right here. And as you can tell, this was a little bit later in the framing process, but at this point, we're pros. I mean, look how fast we're moving. Framing was a fun part of the project because it felt like I was building a big Lego set. It was so satisfying after all the demo to see the room finally come together. Shooting good.
Oh, it smells. What?
She needs a tool belt.
Penny. You got it? Nice. That's a big nail.
That's a big one.
I think you did a great job. Can we find me a nail? Pocket door time. So, funny story about this pocket door. After a long, hard day of work, Alex said, "Stephanie, help me. I cannot figure out how to install this pocket door." Well, I came downstairs, I took a little look at the instructions and read the instructions, and it was actually very easy. So my advice here is to read the instructions when you're trying to install something. But oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this pocket door. Totally elevates the space. 10 out of 10.
Except for yesterday, I had some sense of progression.
All you do is wake up, work,
All I do is wake up, work, go to sleep,
wake up, work,
go to
sleep,
sleep,
wake up, work, go to sleep,
wake up, work, go to sleep.
Check it out. It's a closet. You just used the leftover paneling to finish up this wall for the closet. That's satisfying. Gorgeous.
Teamwork.
Nailed it on the staples. I haven't.
You know those parts of a project that, one, you didn't even know existed, two, end up taking way longer than you think they will? Well, this wall was the only existing wall that we had to retrofit for our project.
Maybe I can do that right.
Yeah, this they warped over time, which meant that these studs were not level. And that's a problem if you're going to attach drywall to it, because then the drywall and the wall looks crooked and bent and not level. So we ended up cutting all these pieces of dead wood to attach to the stud to then attach the drywall to the dead wood. But it was all worth it in the end because we wanted this room to be nice and the walls to be level. So a little bit of extra work here really paid off in the end. It's looking so good.
I can't wait to drywall.
Yeah, drywall is gonna be crazy.